guys, so today I'm going to be telling you about my top 5 recommendations for first-time travelers to Asia. Whether you have never been to Asia or you've never traveled at all, this is a great list of kind of the, I don't know, easier destinations in Asia. They're still packed with super exciting activities, amazing cultures, incredible food, all those amazing things when you go to Asia that you're looking for. But they're just maybe a little bit less intimidating. So if you're a little bit nervous, these are amazing places to travel to. This is great for if you're solo traveling, if you're traveling with friends, or if you're going to travel with a tour group. And make sure you stay tuned to the end of the video because I have a really exciting giveaway to tell you guys about. Now we are gonna kind of go in order. Number 1 is by far the easiest country, kind of maybe ever to visit. And then number 5, it's still pretty easy, but it's maybe a little bit more challenging, a little bit more of an adventure. So number 1 is a wonderful country. It is beautiful beyond belief, and it is super unique, and that is Singapore. Now Singapore, first off, let's just go over the language barrier. There's basically none because English is an official language of Singapore, so pretty much everybody speaks English, and you're not gonna have any trouble with that. It's also so easy to get around. I mean, the subway system and the metro system, the taxis, everything is just boom right there. It's really easy. They have lots of like tourist deals with the buses and the subways, so you can save a lot of money doing that. There's tons to do, whether you're looking for like thrills, you can go to Universal Studios. If you're looking for nature, there's so many islands that you can go to. Hiking trails, if you're looking for like the metropolitan vibe, obviously Singapore is a huge city, and it's just so unique. And on top of that, it is so clean. Oh my gosh, the cleanest city I've ever seen. It probably is throughout the entire world. And I mean, a lot of Asia can be a little bit on the dirtier side. That gives it character, it's great. But it can kind of be like shocking when you first get to Asia. Sometimes you can kind of be like, oh, I have to stay here, oh my gosh. But like, you don't have that at all in Singapore. It's so clean and everything like that. And there's just every kind of food, cuisine you could ever want. And it also has the world's best airport. So it starts off great from the moment you land there. Number 2 is a city that is near and dear to my heart and actually very, very similar to Singapore, and that is Hong Kong. Hong Kong is also a very large city that offers nature, it offers metropolitan, and it offers the thrills because there's Disneyland and Ocean Park. I used to live in Hong Kong and I love it. There is definitely more of a language barrier there. A lot of people from Hong Kong do speak beautiful English, but a lot of them don't. So you do have a little bit of a language challenge there, but it's really, I mean, I lived there for a year and I spoke like no Cantonese and I survived just fine. Since Hong Kong used to be a British colony, all of the signage has Cantonese and it has English right below it. So it is so easy to maneuver and find your way around. It also has the best, and I will fight you all day on this, it has the best subway metro system in the entire world. The MTR is so easy to maneuver, so easy to get around, you can get everywhere, and then on top of that it has great buses and great taxis that are very affordable. My cat just fell off the window. Ew. Hong Kong is also a great jumping off point to go to other parts of Asia. It's a little bit on the expensive side to get there and leave, but it's so kind of central. You can get to Southeast Asia so easily, you can get up to China really easily, you can get over to Japan. It's such a huge airport that there's flights to everywhere. Number 3 is probably the most touristy destination in all of Asia, especially with, you know, younger millennial travelers, and that is Thailand. It is great. I love Thailand. It is extremely touristy, so that's why it doesn't quite make it up into my favorite countries in the world, just because I prefer a little bit off the more beaten path. But because it is so touristy, my cat is... Stop, Samba. Say you're sorry for interrupting. Okay, bye. Sorry, what was I saying? Because it is so touristy, it makes it really, really easy to maneuver. It's kind of a little bit more on the language barrier level as Hong Kong, where there's a lot of people that speak English because there are so many tourists, but most people do speak Thai. Thai is way, way, way easier to learn than Cantonese though, so if you're planning to go, you can learn some phrases way easier than Cantonese, because Cantonese is tonal, and tonal is so hard to learn. Thailand is a big country and it offers so much to do, whether you're going to be in the mountains of northern Thailand in Chiang Mai and Chiang Rai, or you're going to be in the bustling city of Bangkok, or you're going to go down to the beaches in southern Thailand, and it's really easy to get from each of those locations. So the only tip I really have for you is make sure that you do some research on the activities that you want to do, because it is so touristy, there are a lot of scams in Thailand, and there are a lot of kind of unethical things you've probably heard about, how different animals are treated, and yeah, so just do your research. Number 4 is Japan. Japan is also an extremely, extremely popular destination, and you also probably know people that have been there, so go ask them for tips as well, and look online. There is so much information out there. But Japan is a relatively smallish country, so it's pretty easy to get from place to place. They have a really, really amazing train system, the bullet train, among others, and of course they have a bunch of different airports, so it's quite easy to get around. You can visit the south, you can go to Kyoto or Osaka, you could go down to the islands, to Okinawa, you could go, of course, to Tokyo, the biggest city in the world, where they have Disneyland, or you can go up to the north and see snow some of the time in Sapporo. Japan has some of the most unique culture that I've ever seen in all of my travels, and the people there are so kind and so helpful. And of course there is also a language barrier there, but a lot of Japanese people speak beautiful English, or they want to practice. When I used to live in Japan, actually, I found that whenever we tried to speak Japanese to the Japanese people, they would speak English back to us because they wanted to practice. So you really probably won't run into anything that's really difficult. I did find that the signage is definitely much more in just Japanese than like in Hong Kong. It's in both, but it's still quite easy to maneuver. When I went there last year on a holiday, I found the subway system in Tokyo to be rather confusing, but I just went up to one of the ticket people and asked, and they spoke English to me, and it was fine, and I figured it out. It was no problem. And last but not least, number 5. I have a interesting relationship with this place, but I definitely recommend it, but let me explain. My number 5 is Bali in Indonesia. Now, if most of you probably know, if you follow me, I just recently moved back from Indonesia, and I lived very close to Bali, so I went to Bali a number of times. Bali is amazing, I love it, and it is definitely quite easy if you are a tourist. However, Bali is so different from the rest of Indonesia that it kind of bothered me when, like, a lot of people just go to Bali in Indonesia and then they're like, I've been to Indonesia. It's like, no, not really. It's like if you've been to New York, but you claim you've been to all of America, because it's like, no, I mean, yes, but it's so different than the Anyway, it's definitely a good place to start in Indonesia, because Indonesia as a whole isn't exactly the easiest country for traveling, although it is, but it's not. Yeah. So Bali's definitely a good place to kind of dip your toe in and to start getting to know the culture and how things work there. Tons of people speak English there because it's like Thailand, it's just such a huge tourist destination that lots of people speak English, and just a lot of Indonesians speak English anyway, and it's so easy to get around the island because you can hire a car that will stay with you for like 4 days or however many days you need it for like dirt cheap, and you can find amazing accommodation for like dirt cheap. So it's very easy to get around, there's lots to do, and it is a great introduction to the rest of Indonesia. So there you go, those are my 5 recommendations. Let me know down in the comments what you think. I obviously only put the 5 destinations, 5 places that I have been personally. So if you know of other easy Asian destinations, comment down below so I know and other people know. I'd love to know, yeah. But here we go. talking about the giveaway. So I have partnered with GPS My City to bring you a really exciting giveaway. So basically, GPS My City makes apps for both iOS and Android phones. So, in a nutshell, what it is, they have over 1,000 cities that they have walking tours for. So basically, if you're going to Paris, you get the Paris app, and it tells you all of these different self-guided walking tours, and they work offline. They are created by professionals and by the locals. You basically just pick an area or some landmarks or monuments or hidden gems that you're interested in, and you follow the map. And it tells you facts about it, it gives you recommendations, all that stuff. So this giveaway is for you guys. They are offering a 1-year free subscription to all of their apps. That is over 1,000 cities. I think it was like over 6,500 self-guided walking tours for one of my viewers. So you get, no matter where you're going this year or next year or whatever, you can download these apps and you will have these awesome walking tours for your next travel destination. So how do you enter? Super easy. All you have to do is subscribe to my channel and comment down below what is your dream #1 travel destination in the whole world. Let me know and I will pick a winner in 1 week. So this is open from July 16th. That is today, though it might not be today, but that is the day that this was published. So July 15th, and it closes on July 23rd. So make sure you subscribe and let me know your dream travel destination. Mine is Kathmandu, Nepal. Someday. So there you go. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and subscribe anyway. Bye. Okay, bye.